It's rotten. It's rotten for the top down, mate. And anything that does happen in the future will come for this meeting, mate. What Rangers Day present, I believe this could start to be maybe us starting to bridge the gap between everything else that's happened in Scottish football and make other people realise how unfair they've really been treated, including us, mate. Mostly us. And I will say that on record, that has been mostly us. There's people on different podcasts, mate, that have admitted we're not liked for a lot of clubs in Scotland. That has to change at some point, and I think that could change coming for this meeting. Like you say, Oxford, the smoking gun, mate.
Can I ask a question? Your idea, Stardog, I know, and a lot of other guys know as well, we are not liked by, there's very, very few clubs like us. And I would like to ask you, why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is?
Yeah.
Maybe because we were so successful for a long time. I don't honestly know, mate. I don't really look into too much yet. I've only just started learning about it recently. But I mean, I know there's been a lot of goings on in the backgrounds between Bosman and certain folk don't like certain folk. I understand that. And then obviously, in my opinion, we've got the biggest rivalry in world football, mate. That does not help matters. Do you know what I mean? But there's just, it can't be like this forever, Bridgeman. It just can't be. Football, Scottish football, all bears hit the nail on the head so many times. Scottish football will never, ever, ever prevail, mate. We've been left in the dark ages for years, and it's nobody's fault bar we're in. And I'm talking about everybody's clubs fans, no Rangers fans, everybody's clubs fans. And it's about time we start looking forward instead of error shooters, because we'll never, ever prevail, mate. We'll just die a death. Everybody will just die a death in Scotland. All the clubs will go, there'll be nothing.
Right, all right. So people want to join us, give us a phone and give their say about the so-called smoking gun. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972. Come in and join us.
Our joins at Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought in a call by Old School Blue and Fox, who are working away in the background. It'd be interesting. Look, I get your sentiment, Stardog. Maybe this could be the start of if they got the place and they all go on McCluskey, the Lassie McCluskey, McLaren, Doncaster. We also we'll get the guy who's a
the full show, mate. The full show. The full show's got to go for me. We've got to start again from scratch, mate.
And do you know what the common denominator the all 8 people leads to?
What's that?
You know what it leads to?
Tell me.
Another club at playing Glasgow, mate.
I understand that, mate. I know this. Like, I know that, mate. But this is what I'm saying. It has to start with getting rid. We can't prevail or go anywhere without getting rid of these idiots that are in charge, mate. The idiots that are running the show. See, once that's all fun out, then we can start to move forward.
Aye, but then we've got to get the right people in place.
100%, mate. And that's where I think it should be one member for every single club. On a 12 or 14 board if they're expanding the league, whatever, mate. It's got to be one representative for every single club, and they've got to have their club's best interests at heart.
You've got 42 teams in your league.
This is what I'm saying, Oxford. It could soon be 44 if they bring Brora and Kilty Hearts up and all. Do you know what I mean? There's too many leagues for a start.
But they changed their whole setup. The SPFL, the Premier League, stood alone up until 9 months after 2012 when they needed the revenue for Rangers TV deal.
And it's fair to say they suffered terribly for it, but didn't they?
Aye, and they're still suffering. They've never recovered.
Yep. So maybe it's about time everybody learns from their mistakes, mate, and comes together.
Right. George, is he dreaming or has he got a point of view?
No, I agree. I agree, and like we say, let's say there's absolutely nothing happening in Scottish football and things like that. It's still not getting run properly, Ox. It's still not getting run properly. Stardog 2 said the other day, we're beating big teams in Europe again. That Lauderdale not too bad in Europe. Obviously, we've got a bit further in Europe today, but the teams we're beating in Europe, Porto and the teams we're coming up against. Scottish football should be out there trying to represent itself a wee bit better, and we can't represent itself a wee bit better also if we've not got guys running it that know about football. They're no football guys. They're no guys that can can get the commercial side of us going. We keep on saying about certain guys. I think Walter Smith and things like that, football guys. You obviously need a businessman involved as well, but we're well behind everybody in world football for having folk running our game. We've got the biggest rival in world football, probably 4 of the biggest games of the year in world football, and we didn't seem to get the commercial side there right, Ox, for some reason. I don't know how that is.
We've been mismanaged. I think it's Bridgeman that's been saying about we've not got a sponsor for next year.
No, there's 2 sponsors missing. There's no sponsor for the Scottish Cup, no sponsor for the Premiership. They've still got the sponsorship. They've got a roll on for another year on the Scottish League Cup. But other than that, no, they don't have it. And by the way, everything George is saying there is absolutely true. It's it's just scandalous. It's just scandalous. Look, I'll just say to you, for the last couple of, well, maybe 6 or 7 weeks there that we've been going on this lockdown and so on and so forth, and it's been very unfortunate. But the stories that are coming through, and you read it, look and follow, and you see all these terrible stories that people are putting in the papers about Rangers. Rangers are still a Scottish representative in the Europa League. Then they're getting absolutely hounded in the press, and I don't understand it. There's nobody wants to speak to them. There's nobody who wants to have an interview with Rangers. So, any other country in the world, they would be getting, go out there and go and get an interview with them and say, let's get a wee half-hour chat with somebody. No. They don't want that. I don't understand that. Really and truly, I just do not understand it.
And also, whether our teams like it or not, mate, we've got a mega star as our manager, mate.
Absolutely, pal.
And he should be used and respected to benefit the game. Stardom.
100%, and this is what I'm saying, mate. Long story short, Rangers, for they brought Steven. I was going to say before we come back into the top league, but for they brought Steven Gerrard in, they've marketed themselves right. Their club's getting run right. But we just seem to be doing everything right, mate. Well, fair enough, we didn't get any silverware on that, but we came close. We know as a club we're getting better. And I would just like to see everybody else have the aspirations, mate. I don't see why they couldn't attract some former names or players themselves for managers and things like that. We've done it. Do you know what I mean? We've literally came to the depths of despair with everybody kicking us in the way down and then kicking us in the way back up again. And we've managed to do it, albeit we are the biggest club in the world, mate. But have a bit of an aspiration about you. Have a bit of a dream. Don't just be stuck in the same boring league doing the same boring thing. No one of them have not got sponsors for the league and the cup. The same teams won it for the past how many ever year. Do you know what I mean? It's so predictable. It's unreal.
George Stardom hit the nail on the head. Then is that the problem? That teams like Motherwell, they thought when they beat us, they won our playoff when we were rubbish. We're rotten. We were. And they beat us fair and square. We accepted our medicine. We had to stay in the championship for that year. We were mismanaged on the park, mismanaged after park. And they thought, oh, that's us. We're above the Rangers. And now it's flipped. Some of these teams.
Aye, that's right, Ox. You're bang on there. When we got beat that day, Ken, clearly we weren't ready to come back up to the Premiership, Ox. Because me personally, I didn't think there's any point in us coming back up and just getting battered the weekend and week out. So we weren't ready for it. Motherwell played us after park in the best games, and it's as simple as that. I think we've took a wee while now. We got back up to the Premiership. We've got our feet back under the table, and I think it's now time for us to start winning on all fronts, Ox. Start winning trophies and start leading Scottish football. Because when we were leading Scottish football, Ox, there was teams getting to European finals and things like that. We had good teams playing in Scotland. There wasn't just 2 good teams, there were 3 or 4 good teams, and it was a good product to watch. Fans were going to the games. It's not like that anymore. Fans are fell away from the games because what happened in 2010, 11, 12 and things like that, because nobody was really wanting to go and watch a one-horse race. It's simple as that. Now we've got teams that are actually half-decent teams. You should start to get these teams right back up and run properly. The only way we're going to be able to do that is get it managed to the top. The guys who actually can the game.
Can I just say that our internet supplier for the main show went down, so we lost sound for a few minutes. Everything's sorted now, and we're back. Fox is back. We have a problem. Wonder what's up there. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable. Well done to the parent for getting it back up. Well done.
Yes, I believe. I think Virgins were providing. I read that even in the papers they're saying they're having problems. No, seriously, they're having problems with, particularly the number of people that's working from home, mate. It's causing them problems.
I was talking to Skipper earlier, and he says he's absolutely no problem with Virgin.
Well,
he's talking about a different thing.
He's got some memory. He's got some memory. In fact, the last time he dealt with anything like that, Kai Johansson was scoring a goal in the cup final.
Very good. I like it.
You know, but we'll see. We'll see what it takes. Is it, Georgia? I'm really pleased that the way your club's conducting herself. No.
Brilliant, Ox. That's what pleases me, Ox, because I'll tell you something. See, a few years ago, Ox, I would have probably cringed if our board was working the way they're working now, because I wouldn't believe anything was actually possible. But the way our board's conducting themselves, our team conducting, even our manager, I think it's the top to the bottom, Ox. Fans, players, even when you hear our players talking and things like that, Ox, and now I've got a board to support it. I'm out of the moon. Like Starbucks said the other day, we need to start winning things again. Of course, we need to start winning things again. It's took us a wee bit longer than we expected. But the way our board and our players, and especially our manager, conducts himself, I just think it's absolutely fantastic. And that's the reason I keep on saying about getting somebody like your manager. I'm not saying getting rid of your manager, but somebody like your manager at the top of Scottish football, a guy who knows the game, a guy who's played the game, a guy who's been at the top of the game, kens how the commercial games and things like that. I think that's what we really need. But our club as a whole, I think we're doing really well in the really do.
Mm-hmm. There seems to be a sea change, Bridge. We seem to be on the front foot rather than the back foot.
Well, you know how there's a lot of us feel about that. We've been desperate for Rangers to get back on, at least on level pairing. And if we can get on the front foot, and don't come back. Stay on the front foot and don't come back. And if you get your foot on something, trample it. You've got to do it. We've just got to be, once we reach this point now, we've got to be absolutely ruthless. But you cannot be ruthless if you don't have the backup. You need to make sure whatever you've got has got to be 100% tied in the wool, bang on. And we will be with you, Rangers. We will be with you. We will be with you all the way. Don't worry about that. Get in there.
This could completely change the game. So it could. This really could completely change the game. I mean, I think every day, most of the Rangers fans out there would be in agreement when I say this. 2010-11, the rest of Scottish football was hand it a huge big stick until all beating Rangers. And I think this could be the changing, mate. This could be the changing the horn where we get the stick back and we get to put it back into them for a couple of years for a bit of corruptness that's been happening.
Potentially, mate, but that goes against what you've said, does it?
No, it doesn't though. It doesn't though, because if it's corrupt, we need to fix it, and we're the team that's going to fix it, and that just shows everybody what they did to us years ago was wrong, mate. Albeit we made some mistakes.
That's what you're saying.
If what's happening right now is happening, person. What's that?
Be the bigger person. Is that what you're saying?
I think that'd be a very cute thing to do by our club. Yep.
All right, mate. Well, again, I admire your sentiment, mate, but politics in the boardroom and behind the scenes in football has always been a dirty game, mate. Always. I
understand that. But if we rid the folk that's there now, we can start again, can't we?
Aye. Well, first of all, we need to start with these people in the SPFL, you know, and their cohorts, maybe their cohorts in other clubs. There's a few of them had too much to say for too long. Teams like Alloa or Wraith Rovers, I mean, come on. I mean, the greatest of respect. You're going to get what did they get? Alloa hundreds, Wraith Rovers maybe 1,500 a week.
Not even that, Austria. Let's be honest, they're never going to play in the top division, are they? So why do they get folk on the board?
Well, we told you why they changed the rules.
We know that, but it doesn't make sense why it would be Alloa. Do you know what I mean? You'd think it would be top tier teams that would get on the board.
Each league gets a say. On you go. That's how Brecon have ended up with where they've ended
up. What I was about to say, Rox. Brecon, for example. I mean, realistically, Brecon are the team that's ready to get relegated out of the SPFL. into the Highland League, and they're the one. They're basically they're getting kept up, obviously. So that's the biggest one for me. I mean, teams like that are having a say in Scottish football. No, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a say, but they shouldn't have a say in the top league of Scottish football because they'll never, ever be in the top league of Scottish football.
All right. I've been told we've got to run for an extra few minutes this evening, lads. Are you all right with that?
I'm down with that.
Absolutely.
just to make up for the value for money, the punter started, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%, mate. We don't quit at half time.
Did you get your contract through the day?
Oh, you should see my contract. My contract's a peach.
Right. We'll not hear for you August then, all right?
Well, I'll be in the Bahamas.
The Bahamas. Are you taking the ghetto with you?
No. The
ghetto
ghetto stays in the heart always, Bridge, man. You can take the boy out the ghetto, but you can't take it out the boy.
Taking the ghetto blaster with him.
I love it.
Anyway, talking about guys for the ghetto who have made a success in their life, who have turned poverty into riches, who have dealt in the high life and the low life. We'll be joined by
This is a Bob is a superstar. Oh, it's a superstar.
Hi, old
How
bear.
you doing, guys? How you doing, Bridge?
All right, buddy.
I've turned
Right, old bear.
it's the way I do it for me, but I've turned riches into ruin.
Right.
That's what I've done.
Riches.
I had a silver spoon, pawned it, drank it. Great.
And the rest of you squandered.
I'm not into what Stardog said about being the bigger person or the bigger team. Now we've done that for all our history, and it's got us nowhere with this mob. Nowhere, absolutely nowhere. They hate us, and that's the end to it. If you want to change Scottish football, but it's George is right. It's the right people, but first of all, you need to have a guy or a person with vision. We've met people with vision. There's nobody in the game with any vision. You've got Harry the Butcher running his wee Allo or whatever it is he runs, and he's got a big say in Scottish football. It's ridiculous. Oh, Harry the Butcher's interested in selling sausages, you know what I mean? But we're wanting to run the top game. It's madness. It's stupid. Then you get Fat Doncaster and Fat Lywell. I mean, they're just corrupt, the two of them. Let's not get away from it. They're just not right, they two. Backed up with the rest of the rats up there. So if you really truly want Scottish football, you need to first of all get the people with vision, sit them down, and let's have a look at what we've actually got at the moment. Let's look at our game. What have we got? What's good in the game? Put it that way. What would you keep in the game? And I'm telling you, there's not very much of anything you would keep in the Scottish game. And
Maybe
this we're living up.
The Kilmarnock pies, maybe.
That's about it, isn't it? That's about it. It's what you really need today is right. Look, what do you keep? No, nothing. It's when we play football middle of winter. Terrible. We're staying in north of Britain, and we want to play football in the winter. Forget about the rest of them. They all play in the winter. We want to play. Change the product completely. Look at the young troops. What do they do? What do they want outside of football? Now you want them to come to football, but you can't just give them an hour and a half or 2 hours a Saturday or a Wednesday or a Thursday or whenever we play, and then that's it. You've got to give them more than that to attract them to the game. Internet, access to the internet. I mean, at Ibrox, most of the time you can't get into the internet. And crap like this, silly, stupid things like that, grub. We'll look at shops. The whole thing needs to be looked at and revamped from bottom to top. Not just the football. The football is the product, and that's crap. But you can't change it unless you get more money into the game to get better players. And let's carry on the Old Firm. The Old Firm's dead in the water, guys. Nobody's interested in the Old Firm. You can't have a pedo club winning your championship every week. That's why the sponsors are running away from it. Somebody mentioned it in the lobby today. That's why they're running away from it. Who wants to sponsor a club like that? With that in your league. I mean, the selling point for Scottish football is Rangers. Rangers are the most successful club in the world, and in this league, in this country, Disney sell that as a point, as an attraction for sponsorship. What do? They side with another team that is despicable, to say the least. Absolutely despicable in its history and the way it thinks about the country, it actually practices its football in. Nah, we've got it upside down, backside, walk forward. Let's just scrub it all away, wash it all away, look at what we want to keep, which is very little. The pie's a commandment, I suppose, and let's have a right good thinker. Where do we want to go? What do we want out of football? I know it all is one. The football fans want the football.
Can I have a quick poll?
Go for it,
And
mate.
look, if you don't mind, Albert, I'll make it simple. We've not, I wouldn't expect you to have the full details of how would you want it, but can I just ask? Summer football, yes or no? Yeah, and see what the lobby says, yeah? Are you all right with that?
Go for it, mate.
Aye. And what about in the panel? Start Doug?
100%, mate.
George?
Oh, I'd love it, Ox. Aye, yes for me.
All right, George, you miss a lot of parades.
But Ox, the thing is, I mean, what Albert says last week, I mean, he's absolutely right. You go to the games, Ox, and it's bitterly cold. It's absolutely frozen. You stand away 2 minutes before you get in, and as soon as you come out, you're straight back on the bus and away again. You should be able to go to the football with your t-shirt on. I think you maybe get 2 or 3 games this season. You go with your t-shirt on and you can enjoy it, Ox. Other things are going to have to be missed, but the marching season lasts for a month or something like that, Ox. If you're perfectly honest about it. I mean, we could have a summer football for an extra 2 months, and it'd make it. I think it'd make a lot of difference. But Scottish football are feared to do things like that, Ox, because they don't want to be the first ones to do it. Let's try these things. Let's try what Albert was saying last week. No, I'm not a drinker personally, but let's be able to go into the ground and have a pint and things like that, Ox. This is no 1980 anymore. It's 2020 in Scotland. I mean, we're no silly wee boys anymore. Let's be honest about it.
It's 13% for no and 87% yes at the moment in the lobby, Albert.
I'd go for a no, by the way. Just to let you know, I would say no.
Why, Bridge?
I'm not a summer person for football. Not a summer person for football.
You got a reason for
honestly,
that,
God, well, only because of some of the. You look at some of the pitches. It's only history, and you need really, really good pitches, and you want your pitches to be brilliant. If we could get that, summer football would be brilliant. But some of the pitches that we've got to play on aren't that great, you know. I'm including we're on there, by the way.
No,
it doesn't matter to me. Look at our own pitch. Look at our own pitch. Has been they just relayed it last year, and it's absolutely shocking. Long before the winter came in, it was bad. Sorry?
The winter done the pitch.
No. The winter didn't do it. No, the winter. It was already.
But wait a minute, Bridge. This is the sort of thinking I'm talking about. Narrowing it down to the pitches are not going to be good in the summer. Is not really a reason not to have summer football.
Well, hold on. That's my opinion.
You're trying to. I'd fine, mate. But I'm trying to open your mind up for something else here.
No, like,
you've got to look at the full package, mate. You've got to look for a full package. Forget about that at the moment, Bridge. You've got to look at the full package. You've got to look at what people want in modern day life in 2020, as George says. It's not about just the football anymore. It's got to be the whole gambit. It's got to be a full day out. It's got to be a package where you've got to draw more and more people. You've even got to draw people that are not even interested in football to football now. Not to watch the game, to have the experience, to be there and go, this is great. You can go there, you can get this, you get that done, you get that. It's great. There's more things, a drink, a meal, shopping, whatever your thing is, it's to be available at football now, at the grounds I'm talking about.
And that's all better.
Of course it is, mate. See all this trying to get more sponsors and the old firm will draw people in. The days are done. That horse has been rode to death, mate. It's just no enough anymore. It needs to be opened up.
So you think Scottish football? You think Scottish football is going to live on summer in the summer football season? You think they'll work?
Party it, mate. Party it. Let's go. Put it this way. I'm like George. I'd rather walk to the game in my t-shirt, going for a pint and then the game, than going down there with 12 layers on. Put it this way. See, anybody's taking kids. Most of the time, but a big part of their time is looking after the kids, making sure they're not too cold, because they actually could damage the weightings if you think about it. And you're going, well, that's a good price, Stardog.
Stardog for the new tweet corner.
I actually felt bad, mate. I actually started to feel bad for him because he was telling me he was all right, and I could see he was absolutely Baltic to the core. I mean, We went down, mate. We waited 10 minutes. I know that was an air thing. We waited 10, 15 minutes, mate, in a big hellish queue just to get a pie that would break your teeth when you bite into it. And we went back up and we're sitting up there for 20, 25 minutes. I said to him, "You all right, buddy?" And he's going, "Aye." And keeping in mind, mate, I'm for air. So it takes us, we left the house at 10:15 in the morning for a 3 o'clock kick-off. Do you know what I mean? And you're sitting there, mate, and it's -5 or whatever it was that day. It was absolutely Baltic, and I actually started to feel bad for him because it was that cold, and I knew we had about 2.5 a 2.5 hour journey back down the road, so it was only going to get colder. So you're forced to leave, mate. You're forced to leave 10, 15 minutes before the end because you're looking at your way and you're thinking, I'm actually been cruel now and selfish because I want to see the Rangers, but he's just too young to get that bug about him yet, and he's standing there Baltic. Like, his day out has gone to the Fitbit and meeting everybody. That was his day out. After half time, you see it in the face, he starts to get called on, things like that. So it's no easy, mate. And summer Fitba would definitely, it's a better day out for families and things like that. Now, Fitba's more for families, a family day out to the Fitba and things like that. It just sounds more viable to me, Oxford. It definitely does.
When I'm at Ibrox, and I'm not every game, but when I'm there, I still don't feel we're overrun with families, mate. There's still the vast majority of the people you see as guides and, you know, I don't know, 25 plus, mate, you know. I've not been in the family stand for a long number of years, but I still see the vast majority of guys. I mean, you see more women than you ever done. So how would this work with your league start in April and finish in end of October or there? Is that your...
Something like that. Try something, mate. I'm watching some of the comments in the lobby, and a lot of people are not agreeing. That's fair enough. That's your opinion.
How would Europe work then? How would the World Cup work? European Championships?
Well, there is teams playing the summer at the moment that works for them, doesn't it?
Who does it?
So you go.
Who does it in Europe?
Well, the Russians are out of sync with everybody they know.
No, but they still get to World Cups and Euros and all that. That doesn't
That's
affect
what I'm
their
saying.
thing.
It can be done, mate. It can be done. But
Right,
that's the trouble with that's the trouble with Ox. We just keep putting barriers up in front of us to say that can't be that. So we end up right back at square one and keep doing what we're doing. And the team and the game.
Is that your main reason, Bridge? The pitches?
No. I'm a traditionalist. I like football, and football's a kind of sort of spring. You get finish up in spring, so you get the heat of the summer is no there for you to play football. I like the sort of a mixture of cold and you always moan. You're still in there frozen and all that. We know that. That's what we do. But I quite like football. I'm not keen on the summer football. I really don't. I don't like it. I think it'd be too hot. But for me, it would be far too hot. And I wouldn't sit at Ibrox and boiling hot. I wouldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Mind you, fortunately, I'm Copeland Rear. I'm not be that bad.
But you're happy to sit there freezing cold.
I'm saying if I was sitting like say at the front, you'd be absolutely boiling in the summertime. Absolutely boiling. I don't know if you would sit there at all, Bear. I don't know anyone that would sit out there. You're not getting any shade. Fortunately, where I am, I'm up at the Copeland Rear, so I won't have that problem. But
get back to Stardog. Stardog. I mean, I know you're the young troops, and you want what you want, and that's great. That's what it should be. Your time's here. It's your game basically. We've all had our shot at it, but it's your game now. So this is what you're up against when you're trying to argue a point. That's just a simple point of summer football, and you get all sorts of stuff that gets put in front. Some of it valid, some of it no. Bridge his point. That's fair enough, and I appreciate Bridge. That's a fair point for him. But something's got to change, mate. And this is what you're talking about.
Here's the thing then. So taking Bridge's point on, when you get to a certain time, would you change the kick-off times then so you don't go to the blazing sun? So, I don't know, May to end August, it's a 5 o'clock kick-off rather than 3. Could that not work?
You could build it in. Depends what the vision. It depends what the vision you've got for the game, mate. It could be part of the experience, like 5 o'clock, and then you go straight out for a meal after the game with your family, or blah blah blah. It depends what the vision is. But we really need to have the vision and something to look look at differently. Just look at the game slightly differently. Then you can actually get back to the football itself and say, right, what's the product? What's the sort of style of football we want to play here to keep everybody coming to the game who are interested in the game? You've also got customers that are no interested in the game, but they're there anyway, spending their money, having a good time. That's all I'm saying. It's just revenue streams I'm thinking about. It's how you develop the game, that's all. But
it's all the small things. It all bear in it. It's all the small things you can do to build it up eventually into something that's actually worth talking about and something that's worth promoting.
Exactly, mate. Your product now starts to mean something. Sponsors start to want to go, I'll sponsor that because there's crowds going, not just for the football. So you'll get sponsors outside of football want to sponsor as well to get their product out there for a crowd, for the selling of the things. No, I mean, it's to me, it's just at the moment we're too blinkered. We're just too blinkered.
We're a very backwards nation when it comes to football, mate. I'll say that.
That and many other things, but especially football, is because that's what we're talking about. But you've just got to open your mind up. That's all I'm saying.
You think that our forefathers had great vision, George? I mean, the stadiums they built at the time, I know the Old Camden, Ibrox and that. All the stadiums all over the country. Scotland was the forefront of world football. And we just seem to, as Albert says, I don't know if I'd use the word vision, but we just seem to have no ambition. That's what it's like, you know.
That's exactly what it's like, Hawks. We've got absolutely no ambition whatsoever. I mean, I like the idea of summer football. Again, you would have to work in, no particularly for Scotland, but you need to work in World Cups and European Championships and things like that. But let's be honest, you're playing that many international games now. It's on the way right through the year anyway, so you've got to fit them in. But the thing for me is, you're talking about taking young kids and that to games. I don't see how you can force young kids to go to games when it's absolutely torture, rain outside, free call, -2, -3, and you're having to take the wains out. Even if they're not just wains, even 10, 11, 12-year-old, you're not want to just drag them out in the thing. As summer, it's a completely different thing. We're missing all this division of taking young guys, young bears, and young lasses to games. It's falling away now. I'm not saying it's just all because of the weather, but anything we can do to encourage these young lads to get back to the game would be a good thing. And if that means taking them in the summer, I think we need to try it, Ox. We're talking about trying a 14-team league for 1 year. Let's just try this for 1 year and see how it goes on. Something like that, Ox.
Albert, you're saying about more people. I mean, those stadiums full every week.
But there's still room for improvement. I mean, I know that is. I know our team fills at Melanet. Well, we're the only team in the whole of Scotland that fill their stadium. No, I mean, let's be honest. So there's great potential there for us to get even more revenue. Put it that way. The trouble, I mean, Stardog hit it in the head when he was talking about the football earlier on, and it ties into this is there's no competition. I mean, one team keeps winning everything, and it's boring and all that. And he's right. And there's no ambition for any other team outside the Rangers to actually go and do anything about this. And you're saying this is wrong. This is completely wrong, guys. Without competition, you haven't got a game. Come on, guys. Football, all sport is about competition. I mean, that's what sport's all about. Just having one team winning all the time and everybody else settling for that. It's madness. You haven't got a sporting product then. But forget about what the rest of the stuff I'm talking about. You've just not got a sporting product. And that's unacceptable. That's criminal.
We'll be joined by Blue. Evening, Blue.
How you doing, boys?
All right, mate. Your good self.
Brilliant. Enjoying the show again. Just thought I'd come in and a wee banner's worth at the end there. I think it's a good point.
What's your thoughts on what Albert and Bridge are saying? Two separate sides.
I'm with Albert on it. I think summer football it's a no-brainer. Everything else, the pitches will be better, the conditions will be better. The reason that we could actually compete in Europe, like the European Championships, World Cup, if we have a winter break, we can have a summer break. A month, it's the same thing. You'll fit both tournaments in, no bother at all. Some people have a summer holidays, that's a big argument, but summer holidays are only 2 weeks anyway. So, you miss a game, you maybe miss one, you maybe miss two. It's not a big miss. You'll hand your season ticket to one of your pals or something like that, and they'll go in your place. The Spaniards managed to get by the hot temperatures in the middle of the day by kicking off. What game am I thinking about? By kicking off maybe 9, 10 o'clock at night. We could do exactly the same. You don't need to go for a meal after the game. You could go for a pre-theatre dinner before the game. You could actually go for a meal before you go to Ibrox at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock kickoff, or 9 o'clock or something like that. So I think it's a no-brainer. It's modern. It'd be good for the game, I think. It might even help some of the other clubs fill their grounds. And the butcher's probably not quite as busy in the summer as it is in the winter, so that'll maybe suit him and all.
Bridgeman, you seem to be on a limb here, Mucker.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm just a traditionalist. I try to say that to you. I like the football, the way the situation is, and I quite enjoy that. I always quite enjoyed that. Quite like watching the cricket in the summertime.
I'm a big cricket man. I am a big.
Yeah,
cricket.
there's other sports that play in the summertime, and you can see it's well, they're well supported as well. I don't know if it would work in Scotland, to be honest. I just don't know.
By
the way, can I just congratulate everyone with the ideas that are coming up with? It's good. It's all good. You know, and maybe we could get some decent stadia, decent pitches, and you maybe actually attract quite a lot of people with doing that. So I congratulate everyone. I have to say I'm just a traditionalist. I like the winter sports and the summer sports, and football's a sort of winter sport for me.
Do you know what I find sad, George Logan? What I find really sad in this modern era, when the boys meet up at Ibrox and they're meeting at the bistro and they're all there and they've nowhere to go to meet. All right, you can arrange to meet in clubs and pubs, but people are coming forward. They can't get inside the ground, get a pint, like Albert says, some decent purvey, and they're in the ground, and then 15 minutes before the game starts, they make their way to their seats. I really do find it sad.
Aye, that's the thing for me, Ox. I mean, that's probably the whole show that's Ox, the Edmondson Club, and things like that. And really redevelop and run about Ibrox. That's really what should happen. If you can get one of the, or two of the wee buildings built around about Ibrox, it's going to hold maybe a couple of thousand, whatever it's going to hold. It's money for, I think it was Albert that was saying it last week, it's money for Rangers, money going into the Stein and Rangers and things like that. And I can't know the wee pubs and that maybe suffer run about, but at the end of the day, it's Rangers you need to look after. I think that's a big, massive point. I can't remember done a wee thing with the fans. It's absolutely tidy, the wee fan zone. It's maybe not promoted enough and things like that, but that's where we really should be looking. We talk about trying to lead Scottish football, and that's maybe another area where we should really try to do it. Make the match day experience a lot better, not just for the Wains, but for everybody who got to the game. You got to the game, you're getting a wee pint, a blather with the folk you're sitting round about, and then you've got your games, because remember, you're not sitting with the guys anyway, you're probably sitting maybe 2 or 3 at the very most, everyone else is going their own seats. That's a great point, Ox. That's what really should happen.
And one of the biggest assets we've got, I think it can be sorted quite easily, mate, is extend all the concourses, do away with the show up eventually, and take the concourses right round 3/4 of the ground. Obviously, it'd be a bit difficult with the main stand and if you like the old enclosure. And the club bed between the 3/4, mate, you can meet anywhere in it, stand and have a blather with your mate, and then 15 minutes to go, everybody has to make their right their seat. Extend the concourses, because there's nothing structural there, Albert.
No, correct. There's nothing to stop you doing it. There's absolutely nothing to stop you doing it, apart from the cost to refurbish it. But nothing apart. That's the only drawback. And again, it's spending money to make money, isn't it? It's the old saying.
Make a lot of money out of that, though.
The good thing about it is we're all starting to think outside the box now, and starting to think of how we can change the game for the better. And not just the better for Rangers, for the better Scottish football, because other teams can follow the models. You know what I mean? There's nothing just saying it has to be Rangers doing this. But again, they don't want to. What they want to do is sit and argue with Rangers or call us different names or no agree with nothing. And it's just madness. It's just utter madness. Another thing I would do, by the way, as well, is see the 4 divisions. Many divisions have we got? We've got the
4 divisions you've got. 4 divisions. Right.
The top 2 divisions should be professional, full-time professional, and the other 2 should be either junior or part-time. And you don't become professional till you get into the championship and above. It's as simple as that. Scotland can't afford all the professional clubs. It's silly. It's just stupid and silly.
Population's not big enough.
What's that, mate?
We've got half the teams that England have got, and England's got 10 times the population.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So that, to my mind, you need to take the decision out of their hands now to get their clubs to run more efficiently, because they're idiots. They're just idiots, and these idiots are running up at Hampden, running the game. Stupid.
I have to say, Albert, a lot of you're saying is probably bang on, which is one of the reasons why I would rather go for, if I could, I'd rather go for an 18-team league and live with that. And let's see how it goes for 4 or 5 years. Because
I don't even see how that benefits anybody, mate.
It benefits us.
How does it benefit us?
Because we're only playing each other once.
Exactly. What's the benefit? I'm talking about fair revenue for the whole game. How does it benefit us? It really doesn't benefit anybody.
Well, we've got a full stadium every week. What are you on about? There's no change.
He's meaning for the rest of the league, though. He's meaning for the rest of the league.
Who cares about the rest of the league?
You've got to, Bridgeman. You've got to eventually
Why?
Why? A league for Rangers
Why?
to play in. Because there's not a league for Rangers to play in.
They don't care about us.
Right, but I understand that, but you can't just keep looking at your shoulder constantly. It has to be about the future, Bridgeman.
Well,
that's why we're ended up where we are.
What? Because of me?
No, because of the corruption. They all want a bigger slice of the cake. That's exactly what it is. They all want more. They don't have the resources to get more. We have the resources. We can prove it. We can make it. But that's why they're all stabbing our back, because they know that we can control all the finances.
You imagine what would happen. You imagine what would happen to the teams if like Real Madrid and Barcelona, us and another team were allowed to do their own TV deal.
That's exactly what we want. Absolutely. It's only my opinion.
I really admire your sentiment, mate. But why should I subsidise Air United? I have no interest in Air United.
It's not just about Rangers subsidising these air teams, right? See, if we go to the format that I was talking about last year, you go to a 16-team league. Now I know, right? I know for a fact, mate, that I know that the Old Firm's the biggest derby in the world, in Scotland, undoubtedly, right? But there's other teams, mate, that would be there. There's wee derbies there. And if the two Dundee clubs are back in the same division, you've got Ayr and Killie in the same division, Rangers and Celtic, Motherwell and Hamilton, you've got Hibs and Hearts. There's 5 or 6 different derbies. All these clubs have got to play each other. I can only speak for my hometown team, right, which is Ayr United. That stadium would be jam-packed. That would overtake maybe even St Johnstone's. 100% your Kilmarnocks in that own league game, because arses would be filled in seats, because there's teams coming, not just Rangers, mate. Hibs, Hearts, that mob across the city. There's other teams that can go to these stadiums. It's not just Rangers.
At the moment.
But that's the way it used to be, Stardog. That's the way it used to. All the things that you just mentioned there, all these teams were all in the same league. I think it was an 18-team league at that time. Maybe I can't remember if it was 20, but I think it was 18. And that's 18. It. You've got all the decent professional sides.
What they told us, Stardog, and what they proved was it was uncompetitive.
But are you on? So would you say that the players that Scotland were producing back then were better though?
Yes. Yes.
100%. Because why? Because they're all playing at a higher level. It doesn't matter whether their teams are at a high level or no. They boys were getting competition every single week, mate. There was players going out on loan for the bigger clubs to the weird teams in the league and still playing in the top division.
I think you need to strip that right back to the grassroots. To be the best player in your school then, 1975, and be the best player in your school now, in 75, I bet you'd have to be a far superior player to do.
100%, mate. 100%, and I don't see any reason why we can't get back to that. We can't. I just can't see why, mate. Nobody will ever change my mind in this. I'm set in stone with this, mate. Scottish football needs to benefit. And Albert and all. I'm surprised that Albert's even starting to creep into my camp, which I like. Thank you, Albert.
I can understand what you're saying, Esther. I mean, I can understand completely what you're saying. But my idea of helping Scottish football was to scrap Scottish football and get that Atlantic League or some other league, because I think Scottish football has ran its course. And you're right, but you need competition. You need teams there that's going to compete and grounds that are going to get full because teams playing or whatever, they like the team or whatever. We've already been doing the road. We carried the league for years with the two teams going to win the championship. And now there's only one team that wins the championship. So with the two teams that the crowds were drafting, now the crowds are away doing now. Nobody's interested in the games or any of the games anymore because there's one team wins it and there's just no competition at all in the game. That's just from a football point of view. That's not talking about facilities and all
So
that.
let's
That's just
change
talking about
it.
football.
Let's change it. Let's stop them
Exactly,
winning
mate.
everything.
I exactly agree with that. But my idea, Stardog, is to get to go outside these shores. Put it that way.
I said before you come on, I'll be a... Sorry, mate.
We've reached that time in the evening. I'm going to give the last word to Baloo before we go to bridge.
What's the last word you want to give?
Up to you, mate. The floor's all yours.
What they were saying earlier on, what Albert was saying about, you and Albert were both saying about doing up the concourses and all that sort of stuff. And the good thing about that is Rangers would generate an awful lot of revenue for that. And another good thing about it is it's going to be outside control of the football matters. It's got nothing to do with the football matters. We could actually fill that every single week. You could have dining. You saying have a meal before or after the game. You could have dining. You could have plenty of beer. I mean, and right now the only reason we don't get good quality food is because of the manner in which it's done. They don't know. I mean, they know how many is going to turn up, but quite often they sort of make it they don't. Whereas if you did it in the concourse thing, tables for food only would need to be booked in advance so that you could charge cancellation fees and all the rest of it. Baby could be sold at any time and all the rest of it. So the revenue stream for that would be absolutely brilliant. And that would make us an awful lot stronger. It keeps us away from Sport Direct and all the rest of it and things like that. So it'd be under our control. I think great money for that.
If you just go to Wembley, look at the concourse there, mate. Look at the bars,
Totally.
look at the pub rates on sale, and look how they use the space. We've got the space today at Ibrox. Anyway, Bridgeman.
Well, by the way,
Overtime tonight, mate.
I know. Baloo, that was a marvellous point. You've no idea how many times I've discussed that with Oxchair and others about concourses getting extended. We even talked about getting extensions from when we rebuild the Edmondson House, getting direct extensions out of there straight into Ibrox, and you don't have to walk around, just walk across onto the new concourse. All these things we've discussed. So it sounds good. But can I just say, to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, another marvellous lot of discussions tonight. Some controversial, but not from me, that's for sure. Every single one is, keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going. The Rangers need us.
In the blue corner, we have Stardog and Albert. In the red corner, we have Bridgeman. And I thank everybody for phoning in tonight.
I give in.
Baloo, Bridgeman, George Logan, Stardog. And I thank Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. Thank everybody for listening. Sorry about the hiccup. But this has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 10 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Fox and Old School Blue.
Oh, every other Saturday, my half day up, and it's up to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland Road, me and my wee pal Joe. Oh, we love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Whoa, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to hear the cry. We love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Oh, we won the Scottish League about 1,000 times. The League Cup is simple too. We gave some exhibitions in the Scottish Cup. We gave a Wembley Wizard too. And when the Glasgow Rangers win the European Cup, when we won they had before, we'll rally round an Ibrox 100,000 strong. We'll give the boys an Ibrox roar. Whoa, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to hear the cry. We love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all. We love to see the Rangers score. Oh, how we'll up to hear the cry. We'll up to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We'll up to hear the boys roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all. We'll up to see the Rangers score. Whoa, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we'll up to hear the cry. We'll up to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We'll up to hear the boys roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all. We'll up to see the Rangers score.